Namaste, Sat Shri Akal and Adab. This is your host and host, Mr. Bond, welcoming you back on Mutual Funds for All, No Age Limit. We have Mukul Pasricha once again to ask us another set of query. Welcome back, Mukul. What's your query this week?
I've just been looking back at my investments and I've just realized that I've invested in quite a few portfolios. Having said that, I'm not getting the return that I've actually aspired to have until now, doing this for almost 2 to 3 years now.
Sure. So I'm
So
sure
where
you.
am I going wrong?
Yeah, so I'm sure you must have invested in different asset classes,
Absolutely.
just to try out and then hopefully make some wealth creation for yourself. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right.
So the answer to that is very simple. I'm sure all of us have been drivers on a toll naka, correct? When you see the other lane moving faster, so you try to change that lane from where you are. In the bargain, realizing that the lane which you left behind has started moving faster. Unfortunately, investors do exactly the same. They move from one asset class to the other asset class, looking at the past performance. So let's assume that gold has done very well in last 1 year. So they start investing in gold as an asset class, looking at the past performance, in the hope, realizing that gold has stopped delivering returns and some other asset classes started delivering. So they get into debt and equity and so on and so forth. So let's not be like drivers on a toll naka. Create a strategy which will generate returns for you on a long-term basis. So for example, till 2017, mid caps and small cap stocks were doing well. So the investors started investing in mid cap and small cap story post 2017. Then they started bleeding, and then large cap started doing well. And again, they switched from mid cap, small cap story to large cap, even at a loss. So this is the reason why they do not generally create wealth for themselves, but they leave behind wealth erosion as an experience from time to time by chasing sectors, different asset classes, like drivers on a toll naka. So let's not go there. Follow a strategy, create a strategy. Let that be a long-term strategy. Again, coming back to the same old story of planting a seed to growing it into a tree. Let that be as boring and as long-term as possible. So that's the way you will create wealth. Unfortunately, if your experiences have been bad, this is the reason why it's not done well. Am I clear?
Thank you so much. That sounds like the story of my life, and it does explain that patience is the key and to keep believing in what you started with.
Absolutely. So just to leave the thought behind with the viewers, wealth creation is a lot of patience plus less activity. And that is what is going to be the crux of wealth creation in your portfolios. Thank you, Mukul, for being on our show. Thank you, viewers. This is your host and host signing off. See you next week. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.